This is Artifacts. Get the kids out of the room, because I'm pissed. The language is going to be raw again. Give me just a few seconds. I ran across 2 stories on Washington Times about some completely out of control Department of Natural Resources organizations. One in Indiana, one in Wisconsin. They're called the same thing in both states. And it's just freaking outrageous what they're doing. This is real tyranny, only it's happening here in the United States. Are the kids out of the room? Don't let them listen to this. Okay. These stories are posted at tyrannywatch.youku.com. That's my little site that I have. After I got unjustly thrown off Christians versus non-Christians at youku.com. Alright, first story is from Indiana. An Indiana couple, a cop and his wife, found a deer that was curled up on a porch, curled into a ball. He had puncture wounds that were maggot infested. The deer was dying. They took the deer. They nursed it back to health. It was an act of mercy. It was an act of mercy. So what happens? The Indiana Department of Natural Resources has charged them with illegal possession of deer. They may go to jail for this act of mercy. This is outrageous. Where is PETA on this? People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. Nowhere to be found. Animal rights people are nowhere to be found on this one. They're not standing up for this couple. They should be filing a lawsuit against the Department of Natural Resources. People have got to realize this is real tyranny. This is tyranny just like happens in North Korea, Communist China, like it happened in Nazi Germany. Any tyranny you want to pick out, I'm game. Only this is happening in the United States. These are tyrants. They think like tyrants. They hate freedom. They hate representative government. I don't know how these people like this ever got put in charge of anything. It's beyond belief. These don't even deserve to call themselves Americans. I'm sorry, I am really fucking hot. Now I'm going to look at the second story. You'll have to go to Tyranny Watch and go to the state tyranny slot to view these stories. I'll link to it on the YouTube page. Second story is from Wisconsin, Department of Natural Resources again, same name, different state. The couple brought in a fawn they thought had been abandoned by its mother. A harmless little fawn. We're not talking about an adult deer or anything. This is a little baby fawn. Alright? They brought it into an animal shelter in the Society of St. Francis No-Kill Shelter. Well, the Department of Natural Resources sent in 9 agents and 4 sheriff's deputies armed like a SWAT team, doubtless with automatic rifles and all that. They did have a search warrant. So what do? They take this harmless little fawn, and these heartless, good-for-nothing, lousy, worm-infested pieces of human trash kill the fawn and carry it out in a body bag. Now what the hell's wrong with this? What the hell is wrong with you people? You don't belong in this country if you're going to do things like that. There was a supervisor for the DNR named Jennifer Niemeyer, Niemeyer, who who said that the law requires the DNR to euthanize wildlife because of their potential danger. Now, I'm not a psychiatrist, so I can't make a diagnosis, but this person, in my opinion, this is my opinion, this is not a diagnosis. My opinion is that Jennifer Niemeyer is suffering from something called paranoid delusions. Because if she thinks the little baby fawn is a threat to anyone, she needs to be locked up in a mental hospital because she has clearly demonstrated that she is out of her mind. I mean, this is called paranoid delusions at least it was when I was going through high school. How in the hell does a person like this ever get into a position of power in this country? This is a problem. These are tyrants who have made their way into this country. I don't know how they get in positions of power like this, but we have to get them out. We have to throw all of them out. You people in Wisconsin and Indiana, if your lawmakers won't do anything about these things, throw them out. Throw every single one of them and the governor out and let them know this type of thing is the reason why. And then you're going to have to fire all these sons of bitches. Ones in Wisconsin, fire all those agents, fire all those deputies. They are guilty of animal cruelty as far as I'm concerned. You know, New York State is trying to develop a database for people who've done animal cruelty, so we can put them on that, even though they're in a different state. Put them on a database similar to sex offenders and such. So let's put them on that database of people who are guilty of animal cruelty. These 4 deputies and the 9 agents. They are guilty of animal cruelty. And I believe in hunting and fishing. There's lines you don't cross with me, and you're going in and you're just killing a baby deer for the sake of killing it. And you're committing an act of pure, unadulterated tyranny. That's where I draw the line. So, you people in Indiana and Wisconsin, you're going to have to just start throwing people out. Throw all these sons of bitches out and get some people in there with some common sense. Fire them, fire them. If it were up to me, these people like Jennifer Niemeyer would be expatriated. They would be thrown out of this country, never to return. We don't need scumbags like this. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. This is purely outrageous. This is very close to being treason as far as I'm concerned, this type of thing. I don't know what else to say. This is why I support people like, I don't want to get off on the topic, but Edward Snowden, because at least he was trying to open things up a little and show people what's going on. So I support him. These are heartless, uncaring, unfeeling, unthinking scumbags as far as I'm concerned. And people in the states, you need to do things about it. I mean, Massachusetts never did anything about the fact the entire city was taken hostage by the federal government. Nothing was ever done about that. So I don't expect that anything will be done about this. I don't hear the animal rights extremists filing lawsuits. I'd support them on this. You know, they should file lawsuits against these Department of Natural Resources. People need to fight back. We need to get together and fight back. These are only a handful of tyrants. We can throw them out and get some people in there and make some sense. But you have to act in unison. You have to show them they are not welcome anymore in this country. I would throw them out of the country if it were up to me. That's all I have. Get the fuck moving. People in Indiana and Wisconsin, get on them. throw their fucking asses out. Throw the governor out. Throw your legislators out until this is cleaned up. I'm Artifacts of Mars, and I approve this message.